Right, it's time for our Bible reading for today, and it's the road to Emmaus, and it can be found in Luke chapter 24 verses 13 to 35. On that same day, two of Jesus' followers were going to a village named Emmaus, about 7 miles from Jerusalem, and they were talking to each other about all the things that had happened. And as they talked and discussed, Jesus himself drew near and walked along with them. They saw him, but somehow did not recognize him. Jesus said to them, "What are you talking about to each other as you walk along?" They stood still, with sad faces. One of them, named Cleopas, asked him, "Are you the only visitor in Jerusalem who doesn't know the things that have been happening there these last few days?" "What things?" he asked. "The things that happened to Jesus of Nazareth," they answered. "This man was a prophet and considered by God and by all the people to be powerful in everything he said or did. Our chief priests and rulers handed him over to be sentenced to death, and he was crucified. And we had hoped that he would be the one who was going to set Israel free. Besides all that, this is now the 3rd day since it happened. Some of the women in our group surprised us. They went at dawn to the tomb, but they could not find his body. They came back saying they'd seen a vision of angels who told them all that he was alive. Some of our group went to the tomb and found it exactly as the women had said, but they did not see him." Then Jesus said to them, "How foolish you are, how slow you are to believe everything the prophets said. Was it not necessary for the Messiah to suffer these things and then to enter his glory?" And Jesus explained to them what was said about himself in all the scriptures, beginning with the books of Moses and the writings of all the prophets. As they came near to the village to which they were going, Jesus acted as if he was going a bit further. But they held him back, saying, "Stay with us, the day is almost over and it's getting dark." So he went in to stay with them. He sat down to eat with them, and he took the bread and said the blessing, and then he broke the bread and gave it to them. Then their eyes were opened and they recognized him, but he disappeared from their sight. They said to each other, "Wasn't it like a fire burning in us when he talked to us on the road and explained the scriptures to us?" They got up at once and went back to Jerusalem, where they found the 11 disciples gathered together with the others, and saying, "The Lord is risen indeed. He has appeared to Simon." And the 2 of them explained what had happened on the road, and how they had recognized the Lord when he broke the bread.